Oh, that is, there we go. That's, I was going to say, that is a low bit rate right there. That is not cool. Um, do a real quick check, see where we are at, see if we're actually live and on screen. Are we live and on screen? I'm waiting for the dashboard to show me. There we are. Okay, yeah. So we're up. We're live. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Um, Probably be a quiet night, I imagine. And Thursday is sort of an off night. We don't usually hang out on Thursdays, but welcome if you do come by. I do appreciate it. This is Magic Realm. We are awkwardly adjusting our camera there. I'd like to be in the center, but I lean all the time, so I need like a camera that moves and follows me. That's what I need. I have the shittiest webcam in existence. So there you go. If I ever ask for money, I'm going to buy a webcam first thing that follows, that moves, that tracks my face. So we're playing Magic Realm. So what we did was it's called it's the Yuletide tournament here, but Yuletide has passed. It is well into February. It's a Valentine's Day tournament, is what it has become. And we started this before Christmas vacation, and it has gone on for what, two months, two and a half months. Um, Only because we're doing other things in between. So that's just the length how these games go, since these games typically can be 4 sessions, so 6-ish to 8-ish broadcast hours each. So it does take a little while. On a stream, we can typically get 2-ish weeks done. Depends. Tonight, we might not get a full 2 weeks. We'll see. We'll see what we got. So nonetheless, this is our semifinal round here. Game 6. We had 4 games in the first round, 2 winners from each game. 2 out of 4 characters move forward. And so this is our second semifinal. And what we have is we have the Amazon, the lovely Amazon, the Gallant White Knight, the Creepy Witch King, and the Aged but Wise Wizard. And so these are our characters that are going to enter the realm here today. So here's our board layout. And I think it's a pretty decent board layout. I took the random board layout, I tweaked it the tiniest bit to just get rid of some troublesome spots here, and maybe make the travel a tiny bit easier for this crew. But the valleys and the dwellings are all fairly well connected, and they're well connected to sort of, I would argue, the important 6 clearing treasure hexes, away from caves, which can be rough for characters, and don't dump out into things like the high pass. The high pass can also be super troublesome to get through for characters just starting. So we've got everybody's starting in a different spot, so that's sort of weird and interesting also. And I mean, these characters are all really good scorers, and so this should be at least a reasonably interesting game as it goes. So we'll go real quick over each. So we got the Amazon. She has a dig site close. She's got woodwork, but she needs to find the correct ruins W, so she needs to find the correct woods tile. And then a locksmith in the high pass, but she got a really crappy roll on the clearing, and so it ended up here. So as you can see, her dig site is right here. But the locksmith is there, and she might drop that. She might not go there, considering it costs typically 2 days to get through, and then possibly 2 days to get back out of the high pass. So that's a half a week to get a point. Yeah. And that, that's I don't know if it's worth it, right? So she is going to, and I wrote their little notes here. But you don't excuse me, because until I get some energy going here, it's gonna be a little bit of a yawn slog. I used to count. It's 5 minutes, so I used to time the time to first yawn on every stream, and it was like 2 to 5 minutes. And my understanding is it's not actually uncommon on streams and videos. But anyway, find the dig site in the ruins, check the nearby woods for woodwork, and maybe run to the monastery. So our events are the monastery, the Hunter's Lodge, and Storm is coming. The monastery is locked and loaded for either the Amazon or maybe the White Knight or maybe the Wizard. The Hunt Lodge is way off the beaten path. No one is going to get there unless maybe the Wizard pops here. So I'm going to write that in the Wizard's little notes here. Maybe pop that to get to the Hunt Lodge. Because really, he has the best chance to do that. So, but the Amazon, she has a real close point here. She's got a reasonably close point here. And then maybe one of these two woods is lucky for her. And so that's what she's going to go for first. And we'll see where we go. The White Knight's our second character. Big, sturdy fighter, of course, armored. Slow, fatigues quickly. He has Survivor, Monster Lure, and Shrine. Locate the Shrine. Monster Lure largely comes down to if you see a monster in a nearby tile, pick it up if you can kill it. So obviously what we're going to do with our White Knight is buy the Morning Star first. We're going to then explore the nearby tiles, see if a monster will pop, use Monster Lure to get it and kill it, and start that way. The Witch King, Master of Dark Magics, has Dragon Slayer, Sudden Insight, and Ancient Scroll. Dragon Slayer, not a problem for him. He just needs to find a dragon. Sudden Insight is sort of useful because actually Magic Sight actually finds sites pretty easily, so that's not too much of a problem. But use that card quickly to get a quick sight find, and that will save you a couple phases for sure. And then if we find a magic treasure we cannot use, head to the Warlock and sell it for the point there. Finally, we have the Wizard. The Wizard got unlucky with his card draws. We actually had a bunch of cards and we put them back and got a new set, but we have to keep these. So he gets Lucky Day, Gold Source, and Gambler. Now, he can certainly use Gambler, and if he does at the house, he will become allies with the soldiers, and that's actually pretty cool. Having said that, the rest of his hand is a little crappy, so he needs to cycle those cards pretty much as quickly as he can. Needs to cycle those cards quickly as possible. And I think we will start. Maybe like that. Maybe. Yeah, that's good. Okay. I think we're actually ready to start. What time is it? Is it 8:30? It's 8:32. So there you go. So we did a little preamble before we started, and now we can actually get started. So for day one, let's write a day one for all these slugs here, and then let's see how we go. So I think for the Amazon, I think we're going to make a quick move here. We do have to be a little bit careful, of course. I think she's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. She's going to hide and go into the mountains, actually. hide, extra move, 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 and then she will be in the mountain. So yeah, so a little bit of running toward the monastery, I think. White Knight, he's got a trade first day. Pretty sure that's his best first day. We got to get this sword out of our inventory and the Morning Star in. The Witch King. Well, I mean, he's gonna move up and hide, obviously, but what he really needs to do, he does need to cast Melt in the Mist as part of his strategy here, but he's gonna go 1, 2, hide, hide, or hide, hide, you know, right? 1, 2, hide, hide. Move, move, hide, hide. So he should be in the ruin by now. Hide twice. He's going to cast. So's the White Knight, by the way. He's going to cast Miracle. So we actually have a weird spell choice for the White Knight. Normally we take Make Whole to repair his equipment and heal him up. We took Miracle instead. It allows us to re-roll any one roll in the game. And that's pretty powerful, so we figure we'll try it. Finally, it's the Wizard. I think the Wizard is going to trade once just to see what's here. He will hide twice. He will move into the cliff. And done. And that's it. That's day 1. We are ready to start this game. We have a storm coming at the end of day 6. Everyone will want to be in the caves or in a dwelling. 4 giants and trolls on day 1. And we do need to collect attention chits for initiative. And our initiative seems to be the Amazon first. Witch King, White Knight, Wizard. So the Amazon is going to hide, move, and get into the mountains. So we're going to hide. We do fail, which sort of sucks. And so we are here. And we're going to get a giant. And a dragon or a serpent. So we got Bones. Bones on a 4 is going to draw a giant to the Amazon. She can run from a giant, so that's not a huge deal. It is a little bit of a setback, though. Just, you know, just offhand. So he's going to go. Witch King's there. He's going to hide 2 times. Fails once. Well, we're not hiding today. He's going to fail twice, actually. Smoke and lair in 3. That's a big one for all characters. A lot of dragons here, though early. The White Knight trading all the time. So we're trading 4 times. So we're going to go to the order here. Obviously, we want Flowers of Rest. Well, okay. Good to know. Don't fatigue. We want the Morning Star. We're going to roll on the Morning Star. So the Morning Star is $8. We have $10 to start, of course, and the sword is worth 10. We are friendly with them because we use the Knight's Adjustment, but we do get a -1 to these rolls. So we're looking for price times 2. That is not good. That's price times 3. That's 1 roll. There it is. Price times 2 or opportunity. Now that lets us roll in the allied table where we're typically going to get the same price as we're going to get. We roll a 4, you know, right? We could get a boon, but we're going to keep it friendly. we're going to get price times 2. So that's 16 bucks. We're going to trade the sword in for 10. And then we're going to spend the extra 6. And that leaves us with 4 bucks. And we do get the Morning Star instead of the Great Sword. And there we go. And that is his day. It's actually pretty dull. Having said that, these guys will show up at the chapel. The wizard is going to trade what? Once, I said? Yeah, we're going to trade once at the guard. Rest and the good book. We can't cast any of that crap. So we don't really want anything now. We'll roll on a breastplate. We're not going to actually buy a breastplate, but we'll... Oh, excuse me, we'll roll on it. We are friendly with the guard. We get price times 2, and we're fine. And then we're going to hide, and we're going to move up into the cliff. And we do. I think he's the first hider today, actually. We get Dank for spiders and Howl 5 for bats. And that's our first day. Second day. Oh, and she has to run. So she's going to run back that way. So she's going to move 1, hide, move 4, and then try to get past 5. So move out, hide, move back to the giant, and then move past the giant and into the mountains. She is trying to get to the monastery. That's an easy point. You might as well take it. And anyone can get it, so getting it first is really the way to go. So I think the knight is going to pretty much go pretty gently into the borderlands. We'll just hide up and move into the borderland. Oh, and we had to cast, so we did. Oh, I'm sorry, he had to cast too. So give me a second. So we're going to cast Melt into Mist. So we're going to cast it with this spell right here. So we are melted, and we do burn a purple. Done. So he has Melt into Mist ready. We have white magic in the chapel. We're going to cast Miracle. So we have a Miracle chit. So we should... I'm going to flip this over. Just to show that it's ready to roll here. It's not fatigued, so he doesn't have to rest today. It's not fatigued. What's our guy doing? So, I mean, the lair doesn't suck as it goes. He would not necessarily mind the lair. Because we want to kill a dragon. So maybe we go 1-2. Move 6. And we'll just go with that. And then finally we have the wizard. I don't like where... I don't... What are we doing here? I mean, we could go into the borderlands also. We have to make our way to the house, I suppose. I suppose we're gonna... hide and go 1, 2, 3. Into the borderlands. So day 2. Let's get a monster roll for day 2. Bats. Ugh, okay, well. Sure that's going to impact someone poorly. Bats always do. So we're going to hide and we're going to end up in Borderland 2. Let's see if we do it. We don't hide, of course. And we get bones, so trolls, and roar in 6. So dragons and trolls, effectively. So done. The knight is hiding 3 times. And he walks in, but nothing doing there. Witch King goes there. He is done. She goes back, hides once, and she does. And then ends up here. Now, the problem is, Bones is going to draw that guy. And I think he will probably fight that guy. I think she will fight that guy. A couple reasons. All fatigue chits rested, wounded chits moved to fatigue. So she can actually do pretty well there. And I mean, this guy is going to ding her up quite a bit. Now, first round, he's not on her sheet at all. So she's just going to play pretty much like this. And hope that she gets a 1 or a 4, and this can just be over. Otherwise, she has to fight the guy. And she gets a 6. So he is going to duck down, which sort of sucks. And not flip. So that's round 1. She didn't do round 2. She's on round 1. So now she's got to... So the weapon's readied, which doesn't matter. I think she's going to play... I mean, if he flips, she can actually sort of kill it. Well, she can't kill it easily. She's not going to... But playing the M3 is going to sort of do the ensure if he hits her, she hits him back kind of thing. Otherwise, he's going to dodge and damage her stuff and wound her. But she gets a 4. So this guy... Oh, does he flip? Doesn't really matter at this point. Doesn't flip. So he goes first. He's going to damage the helmet and wound her. So she's going to wound that, this chit, and that's it. And then she kills the bat. So she scores the first kill on turn 3 there, or turn 2. That's 3 prowess for her. And that is going to put her in the really tenuous lead, of course, on day 2, because she's the only one that has any points. But it is what it is. She has scored. And that's it. Day 2 is over. Day 3 is beginning, and I think what we're going to do is she's going to extra move to the monastery. I don't know how I don't know how to spell monastery. To be perfectly honest with you, I'm not sure how to spell monastery. But anyway, monastery. So she's going to move to the monastery. I don't think you have to do anything. First hero to reach it, done. So she gets there, 1, and she is done. Then she goes back 2, and then 3, 4. So I think she's going to... I think we're going to move, hide, move. So extra move back to 2, hide, and then move to the giant. Now, really, that could go poorly if we roll a 6 on the monster roll. We fail the hide. So it's essentially a 5% chance of getting killed. Think about that. So, because it's a 1/6 chance of a 30%. Failing the hide's 30%. And then on a 1/6 chance, she would roll the bat. And the bat would trap her with the giant. And that would actually cause her a ton of problems. So that's one where you go, yeah, that's an interesting question, right? What's the appropriate time to take a 5% chance risk? Actually, I find that's actually sort of a neat thought, right? When you think about it, you go, oh, that's low chance of happening, but then you go, no, it's about 5%, and then you think, well, when is it okay to take a 5% risk of death? That is actually I don't know. That's a pertinent question. The other thing she could do is head up north and just peek in to see what's in here. I mean, this isn't a huge decision, but it is sort of an awkward one. Really, Bats is the only bad roll, and then she has a hide. So she's going to just do it. She's going to head back to here and hope to get to her get to her dig site here sooner than later. So that's what she's going to do. The White Knight. So if we take a look real quick here as hexes start to open up, uh, we've seen we've seen the lair, so we've seen one treasure site. Where else can we head to make this sort of to start making making your way to somewhere that could be useful to you? Do do we try to go to the Deepwood and check there? The knight does not like the caves much because again he only gets 2 phases in the caves. Um, Not great for him. Otherwise, we're going to have to head through the borderlands and sort of make that trek. And that's going to be a little bit slow, or at least take a couple days, because we're not going to want to be unhidden in 6 here. We're not going to want to be unhidden when all the trolls in the universe can pop. So we got to be a little bit wary. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to move as the knight to 3. Move to the cliff 3. We're going to have hidden. So we'll hide. And we will search once. Our guy here is going to move to the lair. He is going to search. He is going to insight it. And he's going to be done. The wizard. I mean, so do we want to do the Hunt Lodge or not? Pretty much is the question. Because if we do want to do the Hunt Lodge, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, I think the wizard's going to go back up and just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Though he might give that away to the knight. He doesn't know it, but just because you might as well do it, you're going to be over there, right? So he's going to move, and then move to cliff 6. Done. And that's our day. And it's day 3, and we're ready to do it, to roll it here. And it is dragon, so we're going to get dragon. So that's going to be pretty straightforward for the Witch King here. Wizards first, and he goes 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to get Howl 5. And I don't think that's going to do anything. Yeah, nothing pops. So he is done. The White Knight, though, moves to there. He hides once. And he does. And then he searches. He needs a 1, 2, or 3. And he fails. So he is done. The Witch King goes here. He's going to search. He's going to use Sudden Insight. And he's going to find the lair instantly. And that cycles the card. That's his intent there. And first thing is he gets a locate statue. So there's that. The next thing is he draws the first dragons of the thing. So we get Smoke C and the lair. Now that's a little dicey for him, frankly, because there's 2 monsters. 1 monster, he's going to just shoot it down and be done. 2 monsters, the second monster kills him, sort of automatically. So he's going to have to just get out of dodge. What does the Amazon do? So she pops the monastery. So she's going to run down, hit the monastery up. That's a card point. So she scores the monastery. So done. She tries to head back. She needs to be hidden. She is not. So she is stuck there. And we get Slither M. And Slither M is going to draw this bad boy to here. So we got a lot of dragons popped. Real quick. So we do have 2 fights. So the Witch King is first. And frankly, I think he's just going to melt into mist. So he's going to melt. He's going to pop that purple. Poof. And then sit there for 2 rounds and be done. And she is going to have to flee. With her crappy hide roll, she's going to have to run back there. And that is the end of the day. It's day 4. I like this even less. She is going to get stuck here pretty readily. This is not a great opening for the Amazon. A lot of monsters jammed up like this sort of hurts her a little bit. Makes it hard for her to use that extra move. Now, having said here, the extra move, she can try to slip past the giant still. So I think she's going to do that. So she's going to, but again, the longer she stays in these mountains and dinks around with, oh, she does get this back because the monastery rests that. And I'm going to put this up here because it's been scored. Longer she does this dance with the giant, the longer we have to roll a 6 and potentially get her really in a dangerous situation. Right now, the situation's just annoying because the giant, she can run from the giant. As soon as the bat shows up, she is done. She is trapped and killed. So, again, 1 in 6, 5% chance every day. So, we're going to move to 2, hide, and then hide, move, and then move to the dragons. And hope to get through here. That's the goal. So the knight is interested here. And indeed, I'll tell you what, the knight is going to, at the end of the day today, so this is pretty easy. The end of the day today, I think the knight is going to pull this guy using monster lore, because this is an auto kill if he's hidden. And how it is an auto kill. So remember, the dragon's not targeting him. He's going to play this chit to ready the mace, the Morning Star. He plays this chit to attack. And now he undercuts the tremendous dragon and does tremendous damage. So it doesn't matter where the dragon ends up. The dragon ends up. Everything shifts down. We do T damage at a 3 speed. That kills the tremendous dragon. So we're going to do two things. We kill T dragon, and that's 10 prowess. We're also going to score monster lore. So 1 and 10. So we got 10 prowess all of a sudden. We have 1 card point. And that is how the score is going to look after day 3. We get Secret of the High Pass. Okay. Which means we have to get to one of the caves in the high pass, and then we will find a way out of there. But I don't love it. Again, I don't want to be searching in the high pass for that, so that's not a great look for the White Knight. So yeah, so she's going to do that. The White Knight has used monster lore, so he's sort of riding high there a little bit. No injuries though. He need to get wounded a little bit, but that's not going to happen here. The bats are good for that for him. He needs to just find this path. So I think he's going to. We will hide and search 3 times. And if a bat shows up, he might go and fight it for the sole purpose of taking those wounds. Although it'll be 2 bats, which is going to suck. Our guy here is going to. Here, let me move this down. The Witch King is going to move out, hide, and move back to the dragons. Our goal is to take out a dragon, and we will, if we need to, melt into mist again, but we will then need to rest, like big time. The wizard is going to go 1, 2, 3 into the Maple Woods. So move, and move into the woods. We are then going to spell now with the alternate rules we use for the wizard. There is no need. He does not need to do a wasted spell X phase before he does an enchant phase effectively, right? So he just immediately gets to it. Which is good. That's a good that's a super good power. It does make a lot of his it makes his resting better effectively, and so on. So everything resting is magic, I should say. All right, so what is he going to do? He's going to move up and he's going to enchant this. And he's going to use gold source to do it. Done. I think that's it. I think we are good. We get 3 ogres, wolves, goblins, and octopi. We're going to hide here. And we do. And he searches 3 times, and he's looking for a 1, 2, or 3. Nope. And he gets it. So he finds 3, 6. So the White Knight finds 3, 6 cliff, and he is done pretty much for the day. I don't think anything appears, though, because I don't think... We don't get goblins out of this. This is bats in the mountains. The wizard goes 1, 2, like that. He is going to use his gold source. And he pairs it with a type 3 chit, which he has. And he burns that, and he is going to lock and flip that. Done. And he pulls that, and it is dank. So we're going to get dank. That is going to be... and he gets Troll Slayer instead of Gold Source. Now, he can kill heavy armored trolls. Cannot kill tremendous armored trolls. So he is done. The Witch King. So the Witch King goes here. He's going to hide 2 times, and he succeeds, and then he heads back in. Nothing appears, and then she goes 1. She's got to hide. This is important to her. And she does, and then she goes to here. Now, she can't kill any of this crap, unfortunately. So we don't have any fights here, here, here. We do have one right here. So these are on nobody's sheet. We are going to cast Drain Life using our time 3 chit and a black magic. Six, so they flop around a little bit, but we still undercut, so we do still hit. And we are going to kill this. We're going to kill the dragon. And we do get to then rest these 2 chits as per the spell. Do we become unhidden? We do not, so we are still hidden. And that is very intriguing, actually. And actually, I hate to say, I want to use this chit to cast, to hit. And then we rest the type 4s. And though this sucks a little bit, I think I'm going to use this chit here to cast Animate on the dragon. So now we have a dragon buddy. Now the dragon buddy is unhidden. I do need to delete this whatchamacall, though, just because it's going to annoy me that it's here and underneath. So we got a dragon buddy now. Now the dragon buddy is not he is not unhidden or not hidden. So this dragon is going to attack his dragon friend here. So we'll put him on the dragon sheet. So we did kill the dragon first thing. And the nice thing is this dragon is tremendous and armored. So this heavy dragon can't really hurt us. So he's going to go down 1. Oh, we have to, are we unhidden? I'm sorry. Are we unhidden is the problem. So that's the other thing we have to check. No, we're still hidden. And And I don't know, did he go down one like that? I don't know. 4. So he's going to line up. Does he flip? He does flip. So he does medium damage to him, and then he eats him and does heavy damage. So that's going to be a T-Dragon and a Dragon, and that's going to be 20 prowess total. We're going to get Dragon Slayer and a point. And I actually need to leave for a moment. I will be back. Well, I do apologize for that, but you did have to step out a moment. So yeah, so the Witch King gets a nice 20-point coup, and he gets a follower. Now this follower is terrible speed wise. He's super slow, but he is tanky. He's not going to be able to beat most other sort of tremendous guys that anything that moves fast and can do T damage. Uh, we're done. Or it's a tremendous monster itself and can flip to red side because again we're going to be super slow. So not great in that sense, but really good to fight like a bunch of mediums or a ton of goblins or something. So I do think it's worth it. What that is going to do for the Witch King, it's going to give him 20 prowess. And Dragon Slayer, let's take a quick look here at his sheet. So yeah, so one card, 20 prowess. That's going to put him in the lead. So 3, 2, and 1. So we just keep knocking that Amazon down one. We do get Dragon Slayer, and we do get a Dragon 2. So we also have the ability to end combat with a dragon once. And we get Locate the Lair. Well, lucky us. We have already done it. We just need to end a phase there then. If we already have the lair, we just need to end a phase. We're going to score that point literally tomorrow. But we did use a lot of chits. We do need to get this back. We only have one. We have no black left. And really one purple ready to get me out of dodge. So we do need to be wary of that. And I don't think there's anything else actually going on today, and so we can move on to day 5. Okay, so the Amazon. Well, let's take a quick look at the appearance chart because it looks to me like we have essentially run ourselves out of dragons. So I think she's just going to search 4 times and see if she can't find something here. I think the White Knight is going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I think he's going to move up. And the Witch King. I do think. So, yeah, so I do think he is going to. Maybe rest, search, search. Just get a little bit back of his. And the wizard is going to move to the lodge. Pay his 4 gold to score the lodge. So theoretically, he scores the lodge. So that's 1, 2. And then he'll probably go 3. And then he can't move into here, unfortunately. I don't know if there's anything else the Hunt Lodge does for him. So he's going to pay 4 to join the lodge. I mean, what? Yeah. I mean, he'll just move back. And then he's stuck, so he's just going to rest. It doesn't matter. He's but he's yeah, done. Okay. So I think that's where we're at. Now the other thing which we should consider is, does our wizard want to? Well, he'll be in caves, so he's fine. Okay, let's do it. Let's get this roll going here for day. Oh, we got dragons again, but again, I think they're mostly dead. Day 5. At least the ones that can show up right now are mostly gone. So she is searching 4 times. She needs a 4 or a 1 to find the lair. That's 1 fail. That's a success. So she actually finds the lair also. That could give her 2 loots, and I think she's gonna try it. She might as well take a shot, right? She gets 2 shots at this. She's bound to get something. She gets the 6th card. The Withered Claw. That sucks, by the way. And the 4th card. The Scroll of Nature. Neither one great for the Amazon. Would be actually good for what's his nuts, because he needs Ancient Scroll. He could have used that. So sure, he says. She is done. He's going to go to the lodge. He pays his 4 gold. So he's going to get his first point, and he is going to spend 4 gold to do it. So he's down to 6 gold. And then he's going to move back there. Done. And I suppose a hide could have been in order, but it doesn't really matter at this point, since, you know, if we'd have rolled a 2 or whatever, and so be it. So we got the lodge. So that's our first point, is the wizard. He's kicking it. We do need to do a couple things. Oops, I don't know how that happened. The lodge puts a bounty on one of these rows. So a mini bounty for their members only. So the bounty is on goblins for the rest of the week. Or anything in that middle row. The wizard's done, though. Our guy's going 1, 2, 3, 4. And nothing appears because it was dragons today. And then finally, our guy. Our guy is going to rest 2 times. So I want to get black magic back, and then we're going to search 2 times. We have to use magic sight, which is of course a little clunky. We need a 3, effectively, is the issue. 1, 2. We don't find anything. We do get locate the lair, because we have located the lair and we're sitting in it. So that's our 4th point. So the Witch King is out to an early lead, at the very least. And he gets Giant Slayer, which he can manage, again. And look, there's a giant. So it's day 6. The thing to remember at the end of day 6 is everyone wants to be at a dwelling. The Amazon is going to extra move into the cave, and she is going to search twice. The knight is just probably going to weather it, unfortunately. So he is going to Hide. Move to the deep woods to see what's here. And then I think he just hides 3 times and goes into the deep woods, really, just to see what's in there. I think our guy searches twice. And then moves to the inn to be sheltered. The wizard. He's going to move into the caves. Move. So we move to Borderland 5. Move to BL 5. Done. Spiders and imps are going to appear. And the wizard is first. The wizard goes 1, 2. And he is done. Nothing attacks. She goes into here, and she needs to search twice. She needs a locate roll. Not quite. That's 1. It's her second shot. She fails 2 times. Nothing appears. The Witch King needs a 3. We got this. No. We got this. 3. No. And then he moves to the end. Moves to the end. Done. And then the knight goes here, and he is probably hidden. And he is. Not sheltered, but hidden. We do get the Lost Castle in 1. I'm sorry. Lost Castle's always in 1. City's always in 3. Castle's in 1. Base game, that doesn't matter, by the way. It only matters to us because we actually have quests and stuff which have you find the Lost Castle or find the Lost City specifically. Oh, and we get 3 big treasure sites. The Shrine, which the White Knight needs, the Horde, which is the best site in the game, and the Pool, which is one of the most dangerous sites in the game. Okay, that is sort of fascinating. We do get spiders and imps. So no spiders there, of course. No spiders there and no spiders there. But here, we are going to get Patter 2, and we're going to pull a spider. So half the treasure sites are out right now, and 3 of them are in the deep woods. So that sort of hurts everybody but the knight, because the knight is sitting, on all these treasure sites close enough to places he can sell. And and everybody else has moved away a little bit, except for the wizard, I suppose, could go. The Witch King does have to roll for the rogues, who do not bother him at all. The White Knight has to fight this guy, so we're going to fight. And I think round 1, we are going to ready our weapon with this, flip this, and then just play like that. And if we get a 1 or a 4, this combat is over already. No, we get a 3. If we flip, I think this combat is over on round 1, and he does not flip. So that's round 1. Nothing happened on round 1. Round 2, I suppose we will. So what do we need? We just need to not be. So we're going to do that and this. And we're going to fatigue on round 2. 4. So we line up. No flip. We go first. We kill the spider. Done. That is 3 prowess, bringing us to 13. So that's pretty cool. I don't think there's anything for spiders. Like we don't. There's no spider slayer or anything like that. We just kill it. Done. Let's check all of our characters here. The wizard. So first is the Amazon. She is sheltered in a cave, so she scores the storm and gets a point. White Knight is out. He does not score the storm. He needs to fatigue. Womp womp. 1d6 asterisk. So he will fatigue 6. Oy vey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Ugh, bad night. He'll do that one instead. Our Witch King is at the inn. He scores the storm. And the wizard is in a cave. He scores the storm. So we got 2 points to 5 points to 2 points to 2 points. So that is the score pretty much at the end of. And the storm has been scored. It is gone. And then we're going to be on day 7 now here coming up. And day 7, of course, we're going to get 2 rolls for monsters. So keep that in mind. I think what we're gonna do, and we get monsters coming back too, so that could be dicey. Also, we will. What is she gonna do here? I think what she's gonna do is she's going to hide then today and search one. She's just gonna try to get her stuff done. The knight is gonna have to start using his extra rest phases. I think we are going to. We're going to move 1, 2, 3. Move into the woods. Move to the woods. We are going to hide. We are going to extra rest. I don't want to pop day 7 here. I would love to keep this clear to get back in there next week and loot the crap out of it pretty much, right? Get that horde found or something. We need the shrine anyway, so we can do that. We can do the shrine, probably get the horde found. Yeah, so done. I think we're going. Yeah. If the Amazon's going to be there, she's going to draw dragons anyway. So, I mean, that is something we should keep in mind. We do not have a drain life ready. So we're in a little bit of a stuck. We're stuck a tiny bit. We could rest. We could extra spell X and spell, so that'll get us a black magic. At that point, we might as well spell again. And frankly, we should spell again. So we should literally just pop and go and get a bunch of magic back and be ready to rock it. And that'll just be for the next day. We'll be ready. And then this guy is going to go. I mean, he's fine. He's just going to go 1-2. He's going to move and move into the ruin. Done. And so day 7. Hey, what's up, Michael? How are you? Good to see you. I'm glad someone showed up. It was going to be a quiet night tonight. It still is quiet, but hey, you know, it only takes one person to make it all worthwhile, I think. So let's get our 2 rolls here on day 7. Remember, there's white and black magic everywhere, and we do get dragons, and we do get giants and trolls. So that actually is, I mean, now the layer does not pop because keep in mind, he is animated and he is my buddy. So there you go. Lancers leave. So there you go. So now we get the wizard, white knight, witch king, Amazon. So the wizard's going to go 1-2, and the wizard is going to indeed draw smoke, C, and get jumped by that dragon. Not ideal. Not life-threatening per se. Unfortunately, though, we will have to use magic to get out of this, which sort of sucks, but the white knight is going to go 1, 2, 3. He does hide. He did, and then he extra rested because he is very tired. So he's going to pop a move asterisk back. Done. What's here? How are you tonight, Michael? So we're going to get the small campfire up, and that's going to be in 4. Witch King rests, and then enchants. That's 1, 2, and I think 3. And we're going to get the company, and that's good. The Witch King likes the company, and that's it. And the Amazon is going to hide once. Oh, and yeah, she does hide. She searches once. She needs a 4. And she fails again to find the archaeological dig site. This dragon does not move because it's blocked by the wizard. The layer does not pop because the dragon on the layer is actually sitting here animated. It's an undead big old dragon terrorizing the rogues right now. It has the shittiest stats in as far as speeds in the game, but it is big and chunky and armored. So the wizard. I mean, I hate to do this, but I think we're gonna have to. I'm gonna cast Sleep. That is gonna hit this guy, and he's gonna fall asleep. But it does use 2 of our chits, which sort of sucks. So we're gonna have to sort of rethink that. But we'll be out of here tomorrow, so not a problem. I think the Witch King needs to deal with the rogues real quick. They might attack him. He does get trouble. But nothing beyond that. White Knight's fine. Amazon's fine. Wizard sleeps. Witch King is fine. That is the end of week 1. And we got the Witch King leading in prowess by a fair bit. He spent some money, so he's down to 6. and he actually spent money, so he's down to 4. Oop, no, not her. She's fine. He's down to 4. And that's it. Let me I'm gonna pop the warning here. We're gonna actually go get a drink for real this time as opposed to dealing with cats. And I think that's it. So I will be back in a moment. Please stay put. All right. So we are actually drinking tonight the Costco Scotch. It's an Isla Scotch, so it's very peaty. I don't. I mean, I don't prefer Isla Scotches in the sense that I don't tend to seek them out. But I did want to try the one that Kirkland, the one that Costco sells. It's pretty good. And actually, the other Scotch I had, the regular Scotch, was really good also. Like the Costco booze doesn't suck, and for the price, it's actually weirdly delicious. So I have no cough, but 7 days later, I got sick again. Can't eat and sleep. I can only drink water, juice, and eat slowly. No, I hear you, man. So I'll tell you what, and I'm sorry to hear that, by the way. Um, yeah, like this. So I got COVID. I tested the month when I got back. Right, I did a whole week back effectively. Hung out the weekend with folks. Probably caught it that week because we went to a happy hour at the bar, and to say farewell to a couple coworkers that were moving on. I probably caught it then, right? So the next Monday, um, like last Monday, I tested positive, and while the cold like symptoms only lasted a couple days, really, like by even Wednesday, I felt better. I'll tell you what, did never recover the energy level. Like I still am not quite the same energy wise, and especially in the evenings. Like I've been like I don't go to bed at 11 or 10. I'm that guy who stays up till 1 or 2 at night, unfortunately. But yeah, it's been rough. So yeah, I hear you, man. I am sorry to hear that. Very sorry to hear that. So the hunt lodge has been scored as well. So pretty much everything in that first week got scored. The monastery got scored. The hunt lodge got scored. The lodge will be looking for, so it puts a mini bounty out on serpents and demons. So everything in that row theoretically gets $2 for the wizard. The knight did not get to use his miracle, which sort of sucks. Oh, you know what? Actually, I hate to say it. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to bring this back. Or actually, it was this one, I think. And I'm going to use the burn the miracle chit. And I'm going to re-roll the 1 to 6 that he had to roll. And he only needs to fatigue 2 asterisks. So I'm going to pull these back effectively. So that actually was a good, that was a good use for that effectively. So we're going to do that instead. So we did burn Miracle, so now we have that at the end of the week. And we healed one asterisk. So we're going to pull this one and push this one back in. And so at the end of the week, this is what it will look like. Let me rearrange. There we go. But he did not. The one problem that I do see is he didn't get to cast it again because he wasn't ready. So that was a little bit of bad timing on my part. So I didn't make as much of the miracle. What it did do is save me a day of resting. So there you go. So yeah, I do hope you feel better. But yes, it's been a long, lingering sort of vibe. Like I still have stomachy gut thing going on, and so on. Like but I do feel better mostly up here, which is good because that's where the COVID sort of took over. For me, it's feeling like food poisoning. Oh, yeah. Dude, that's the worst. I'm going to laugh at you. I apologize. But by the way, when I'm in pain, I reach a strange threshold where I then start laughing. And it's the most inappropriate response ever. Like I could be like, oh yeah, I burned myself, right? And it's like, what is that about? All right. So week 2, we get 3 new events. We're gonna get missing person, my least favorite event. Okay. All right. Missing person is somewhere, right? No. That's absolutely not. Yeah, missing person. There we go. The nice thing is these come out random, right? So I just drew them, and now these 4 tiles are they're randomized, and I don't know which one is the missing person, and now I'm going to put these 4 tiles out onto the board. One of them has a symbol underneath. 8-4, so ledges 4. There's a clue to the missing person. 6-6, so Deepwood 6. So right in the horde and the pool. Oof, scary. 9-4, so Mountain 4. So a little bit of love for the characters on the west side. And Ruins 4. Ooh, a lot of love for the characters on the west side there. They get 2 shots at this. So that's missing person. Now we get the Rift. Let's Rift up and a Dead Adventurer out there somewhere. The Rift, only the D6 counts. The Rift is in the Crag. Oh, Crag, womp womp. So where in the Crag? 6, Crag 6. So way deep in the Crag. That's a rough place to find a. And this one's gonna go in the Cliff 1. All right, so a lot of chips out here this week. And a couple scoring possibilities for our characters. So the Amazon still needs to find her dig site. That is absolutely the case. And she cannot effectively fight the heavy and armored dragon. But she can run from it. So I think she's just going to search twice and hope for the best. And she'll be ready for day 8. The White Knight Obviously, he needs to rest, but he needs to rest a lot less than he just did. I think he is going to hide, move, and move to the shrine, search once, and then take his extra rest phase. We are ready to rock now as the well, we are interested in what the company has, but you know what we are interested in first? We are going to pull a damn treasure out of this lair. So we're going to move and move to the lair and then search twice. And the wizard is just getting out of dodge because the dragon is sleeping. So he goes 1, 2, 3. So he is going to move, and move to the house. He is going to then rest once to get these chits back. These chits are crucial to his survival because they are crucial to sleep. And sleeping is how, putting people to sleep is how he gets away from fights he can't possibly win. Done. So it's day 8. Well, I'm glad you hung out to join me, at least for a little bit. I'm sorry you're feeling poorly. Hopefully that'll clear up. Dragons. So we're going to go back to dragons here. So that might be a problem for our Amazon here. So the wizard goes 1, 2, 3. And the wizard is going to rest. So he's going to pull back that chit. And he is done, actually, for the day. White Knight is going to go 1, 2. He's going to hide once, I believe. And he does. And now he's going to search, and he needs a 1 or a 4. And he gets a 6, which sort of sucks. He draws all the damn dragons in the universe, I think. He definitely draws Flutter and the Horde. The other dragon appears in caves or on a slither, which we did not get. So Flutter 1's going to draw. The Horde is going to draw. Now, that's not a problem for the knight if he's hidden. Smoke M is going to draw. No, it's not, because no, it does. I'm sorry. Smoke M does draw, because it draws before Flutter. Smoke M is first, and that pulls them to him. Not here. Because this chit fires before these chits do. So now we got 2 dragons on the knight. That's okay. He is ready to fight them. And he is done. He is hidden, so that's good. Witch King goes... what's the Witch King doing here? Witch King is going to the lair. Move, move. Search, search. We need a 3 for Magic Sight. No. So Magic Sight doesn't get us a 3. 6 is nothing for Magic Sight. We're looking for a 3 to sniff out treasures. We get a 4, perceive spells. There are no spells here. If there were, we'd learn one. But we don't. Done. The dragon pops to us, which sort of sucks a little bit. And now she goes, and she's going to search twice. She needs a 4 or a 1. She fails once. Come on. She fails 2 times. Dragon doesn't move because he is already done. But, oh crap. Okay, so we also get this dragon. Because smoke C. So these guys all jump to the dude. So we actually have a big fight on our hands. And a smaller fight. Let's do the smaller fight first. I think he'll take this fight. Although it could damage his armor, so we have to be careful. Now, right now, no one's on his sheet, so he's going to ready this and play it like that. And this guy goes there, and no one's targeting him. It lines up and flips or not. It does not flip. And he kills it. He does heavy damage at a time 3, and he kills this thing. His weapon becomes unreadied. Unfortunately, this dragon comes on his sheet. So now we're just going to play this h6, which sort of sucks. We're going to play an h4 move down here. The reason is we'd rather not line up, because if this guy goes here, he's going to hit us, of course. If this guy goes, he's going to hit us first until our weapon's ready, if we miss. So, round 2, we were looking for a 1 or a 4. We get a 3, so he flips down to there. So he's going to miss us. We're going to miss him. He doesn't flip. Our weapon is now ready. We have to fatigue a move. So we do. Now we're going to line up. Still hoping for a 1 or a 4. We get a 1, so it does, everything lines up. But now we're faster, and he flips anyway. So our attack goes first because it's a time 3. We do heavy damage. We kill him, and we have to fatigue another move, which sucks, but we do. But that is okay. We kill 2 dragons, and that's 15. 2 flyers. And that is sort of fun, because that's going to put us ahead of... So we're going to flip the prowess score here. So the White Knight pulls into second place. But we really do need to rest up. Like, we really need to get our crap rested. So now we have another fight. This is a pretty big one here for the Witch King. Everyone is on the Witch King sheet, which sucks. Now, having said that, so we're going to lure with our giant... We're going to lure the little guy with our big guy. And this guy will remain on our sheet, ready to kill us. But we can cast Drain Life. Drain Life is a spell, so it has the longest reach. And on round 1, that's what's important. And we're going to auto-hit this dragon. So this, yeah, so we're going to line up with this dragon. Does the head flip? The head doesn't flip. So this is a hit. We drain life. We kill it. And we rest, but we can't rest these 2 chits. We're done. Over here, this little dragon goes down here. And does the little dragon flip? He does. That was round 1. We did fatigue and we killed something. So there you go. Round 2, the dragon flips down here again. So that sucks. So this round, nothing happened. So we do want, I mean, we if this round goes, we'll stalemate. We cannot roll again. We roll a 6 again. So we're going to stalemate this frickin' dragon. We have a 2/3 chance to hit it 3 times. So literally the chance to not hit it is 1 in 27. So less than 4%. And of course, that's what we got. So we stalemate. This dragon lives. We do, however, kill the Tremendous, and that's 10 more prowess. So that'll put him back in the lead. With 30. And both him and the White Knight really ought to be looking to get to the bonus, which is 60 prowess. That'll give them an extra point. The wizard is going to end his day at the inn or the house, which he does. He is going to bet all 6 of his current gold. Because he has lucky day. He's going to re-roll it if he needs to. So let's see what the wizard does gambling with the soldiers at the house. He gets a 3. So he wins twice his bet. So he bets 6 and gets back essentially 18 because he wins 12, is what that means. So he gets $12, so he's up to $18. He scores gambler. That's a card point on day 8. Strangely enough, $18 puts him in the lead for gold because it's more than 10 and it's the most. And he now is ahead of the pack there. And there you go. And he gets Herbalist for Dank W. So he's going to pull that. Herbalist. Done. Oh, and I'm sorry, I forgot the best part. The best part is he is now allied soldiers ally because Gambler raises his level with them and he is already friends with them. So now he is allied with the soldiers. So sort of a big deal, actually. How much does it cost to hire the soldiers? It costs 2, 4, 6. Looks like 10. $10 to hire the soldiers. I mean, I won't do it. Won't spend the 18. I will trade with them for sure because that's actually, super useful to do. Main problem is Dank W. Where's Dank W? I think I saw it already. Yeah, Dank W's all the way over here again, which sort of sucks, frankly. But okay, let's get to day 9. So the Amazon search twice. That's what she's doing. The White Knight really could use. He's gonna hide. He is going to search 2 times. He is going to rest once. He's going to extra rest once. He is done. The Witch King. He's going to search 4 times. There's no reason not to. Well, he has to hide once and search 3 times. His dragon will take care of that dragon for sure. And now the wizard, I think I want to trade 1 time. Maybe using Lucky Day. I do want to rest. I do want to spell to flip that shit. So I want to have all that ready to roll there. And then I think what I want to do is we will then move to 2. Done. All right. So that's day 9. Let's get a roll here. 4 giants and trolls. Amazon is first. She is searching twice. She needs a 1 or a 4 to finish this. That's a no. That is also a no. So she has been stuck here for quite a bit. Our guy here, he's going to hide once. And he does. He's going to search twice. So we need a 4 or a 1. Nope, 3's not going to cut it. And since we didn't peer, we don't find the path. Come on, 4 or a 1, White Knight. My searching game has been really bad this time. So no. Then he's going to rest 2 times. So he's going to rest once to bring that and his extra rest to bring that back. When in doubt, rest moves. Because typically in your Magic Realm career, not getting hit is often more important than, especially for those big guys. A lot of times he has to play that move H4 or else he's screwed. So, and that move H4 will fatigue a move every time. So, when in doubt, for the White Knight especially, bring a move back. He is done. Now the question is, does anything appear? And I don't think it does. I think that's one of the few rolls that is safe, is Giants and Trolls. The Witch King is going to hide, and if he doesn't hide, he's going to get blocked by this little dragon here. And he doesn't, and he's blocked by the damn dragon. Damn it. The Wizard is going to trade once with the soldiers. Shoes of Stealth and Quick Boots. I don't mind. We're going to roll on the Quick Boots. Remember, we're allied with them. I probably don't care to buy them for the price I'm going to get them at, but maybe we get a boon. No, we get price times 4. We're good. What are we doing here? So we're going to rest this guy, and then we're going to flip it, and then we move out. Boop, and then we're done. And the Witch King has to fight. And we're going to fight. So we bring this guy back down. This dude lures him again, the big dragon. Brrr. And then we... Round 1, he goes down here. Because of course he does. Doesn't flip. Round 2. Oh my god. You got to be kidding me. He goes down there again. So we stalemate again. Now, mind you, remember, this dragon is hitting every time, but he cannot do tremendous damage, which is what it takes to kill our buddy. And so we stalemate again. Okay, this is, yeah. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I'm good. I'm good. She's gonna frickin' search again. You can sort of see her frustration in her search. This was the lair, frankly, to be quite honest with you. So she's been 4 days here. White Knight. Hide, search 3 times, extra rest. Done. I mean, we're going to hide, search again, I think. Done. And then the wizard. What is the wizard doing? I mean, we could obviously do herbalist. We could. It's not super difficult to see sort of that path. I mean, we could just get back there. It'll take us a couple days, but we could get back there. 1, 2, 3. So he's going to, yeah, move back into the valley. Frankly, done. Get a monster roll for day 10. We get dragons. Well, that's not going to do, I mean... so he goes 1, 2, 3, and he is done. The Amazon searches twice. She's looking for a 1 or a 4. That ain't going to do it. That's a 3. Come on, we got this. You got this. You got this. Bam, she finds it. Thank frickin' goodness. Okay, so archaeological dig is scored. So I just put dig site because it's easier to type than archaeological. So 1, she gets a point. 2, she's going to get 5 gold. So that adds to her original 10. So now she has 15 gold. 3, she does get a small treasure out of the ancillary treasures pile, and then she gets Goblins in Peril, which is not a great card right now. So let me give her her treasure. So small treasures are here. And it's the sacred statue, which is, I mean, it is what it is, but it is a great treasure. And so now all of a sudden she's in business because that's going to give her 2 extra points. So now she's going to have 3 cards and 2 points because she's winning great treasures, and that pops her tied for first place. But this dragon now jumps her. And she's not hidden, by the way. She did not hide. This chit goes away because it is done. Witch King goes. And he is hiding once and searching 3 times. He succeeds, searches 3 times. He's looking for a 3 or a 1, guys. Magic Sight, 3 or a 1. Come on. Bam! Sniff out treasures. He gets the top treasure of the lair. Ho! Ho! That is sweet, sweet magic. All good. Magic 1 means that he gets to choose the red die when he rolls anything magic. So for instance, if he does a missile roll with a spell, if he does a transform, he gets to choose the red die. So for a transform, you'd choose a 6 if you're transforming a creature, right? If you're transforming you choose a 1 and hope for the best, and you'd roll the white die. In that case, he still sucks. He's still a sparrow. But on Fiery Blast, he's going to choose a 1 and roll this die. So that becomes way better. He essentially is rolling 1 die on missile rolls for Fiery Blast. So he becomes a demon with that thing. It's also on the side. Not only is it an awesome treasure, it is a great treasure. And that means he gets to split some points with our Amazon buddy here. And so that's the score after that. But we do still have that's a no, of course. And then 1 more of these. Does he get a 3? He does get a 3. And we get the Blasted Jewel, which we can't possibly carry. I'm going to leave it on him for now. Going to keep it on him for right now. Okay. And the knight. The knight. What is the knight doing? The knight is hiding once, searching 3 times, and resting. So let's hide. When we do, we are going to search 3 times. So we do need a 4 or a 1, and we get it. Okay, that's good. That's good. I like that. Shrine is found. So we're going to get, we score the shrine. That gives us our second card and 4 points. So we're actually super tight on points here. And locate shrine is done, so we turn that in, and we get explore the caves. Ooh, I don't know about that. And that's just his first search, so he gets 2 more searches, which he will loot the shrine. So we are going to take this Gonna move these cards here. We get 2 shots at 4 treasures. That's a fail. That's a success. He gets the 3rd treasure card. And he gets, ooh, the Gloves of Strength. That is actually really good for him. The reason being, it becomes really one of his best tremendous attacks, and he can use it without expending effort, which means he can play this chit and the Gloves of Strength, which is a huge deal. That actually helps him in a lot of fights. So he is done. But we do need to check, because what happens is this dragon comes and flops down to him. So we have a couple fights. One is the Amazon, who's going to simply run from this guy down to here. So she is done. And the knight is going to, well, I hate to say it, but this thing's not on his sheet. The knight is going to ready his weapon, and he's going to play the Gloves of Strength on his weapon. Doesn't matter where this guy ends up. He ends up down here. We hit him because we undercut him and do tremendous damage. And those Gloves of Strength are going to really, really, really make that a big deal for him. So he's going to get tremendous Flying Dragon in there. So that's 12 points. And he's up to 40. So he's going to once again take prowess back from the Witch King, who took it from him. So the scores stay the same because I hadn't updated the scoreboard correctly. But it's 5.5 to 5 to 4.5 to 4. So everybody is a half point away from each other, which is sort of fun. Day 11. The Amazon, having run out of the cave, gets 4 phases. So she is going to move. She is going to do a quest phase, because that's how you flip these things over. I think who's she buddies with? The patrol, the Lancers, and the Shaman. Not great, but so I think it's time for her. So she's going to go 1 quest. So that's 1, 2, 3. So she's going to end up in Pine Woods. So this is her extra move. Quest, move to Pine Woods. And then probably she's going to hide, of course. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. The knight. He's going to hide, move to the Horde, search and search, and extra rest. Oh, we didn't do our extra rest. So extra rest. There you go. So the only problem with We're not that far ultimately from the chapel. Oh, and we're pretty good. So I think what we're gonna do is, we don't need to hide. We're just gonna search, and we will play it by ear at that point. The wizard is going to move. Done. And for day 11, we are going to roll bats. Ugh. Amazon is first. Amazon moves here. She performs a quest phase, flips that over, and finds the missing person immediately. Then she goes here, and I believe she is trying to be hidden. She is not. It is Bones W. Not a huge deal. So at this point, you can just pull these off because no one else is going to, right? No one else really has any opportunity to do anything at this point. Done. She is done. The Witch King searches 4 times. So the first search is going to be with magic sight. So we can either roll a 3 or a 4. So we have 4 of these to roll. So 3, so he gets the top one. So 1. Two, he gets a 4, so he perceives spells. So he can pick this spell right here, this type 5, and learn that right now. So we're going to take a type 5 spell, come down to the Blasted Jewel, replace that one with ours, of course, and it is Drain Life. Now we can still learn it, and we did learn it. It doesn't really help us much, but you can learn it, right? So he gets to, if you have a, you can look at his spell cards, learn the one you want without awakening any spells. So he's going to get a copy of Drain Life, effectively. Now, here's the funny part. I don't know if it's funny or not, but I mean, so he learns Drain Life again. The part is he can't actually, if this thing were carryable, he could cast Drain Life now at a time 0, because this is a type 5 chit with a time 0 to cast Drain Life. It would be like, I mean, I can just picture him carrying like this jeweled skull that just eats life. It's like a demi-lich at the end of Tomb of Horrors, right? The problem is he can't carry this thing. The only way he can carry this monstrosity is to melt into mist. So once he got the spells, which so he's used 2 of his 3 searches, he got the spell. Is he within striking distance of? Yes. So he is going to tomorrow just go back and try to sell this thing to the company, because melt into mist, he can carry it. He has one more roll though, and if he rolls a 3, and he doesn't, he rolls a nothing. So he is done. So he learned 1 spell. So the big deal is 1 spell puts him in the lead for spells, and that's going to give him 7.5 points. So he is well in the lead right now. And it's wizard time. Wizard goes 1-2. And it's white knight time. The white knight moves up into the horde, hiding, hopefully. And he does. And he searches twice. So we're looking for a 1 or a 4. And if we get a 1 or a 4, we can find both the pool and the horde. But no. One more time. Nope. And he finds nothing. And he is done. And we got bats. So where do bats appear? Flutter. So bats are going to come right there. And we are done. I don't think there's any fights. So let's look at missing person here. Missing person is, if he returns to any garrison, she's going to get $2, 10 gold, and 1 level of friendliness to the natives there. So she's actually going to really kick it. And what is woodwork going to be? Woodwork is ruins W. Could be up here. I don't have any fights. I sort of hate fighting the ghosts just right at this point because it's sort of useless. 50% of falling asleep. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, hey, you know. All good, man. I'm glad you came in and said hi. And if you fall asleep on me, I'm okay. I'm not offended because I know how tired you are because I have been dead on my feet at like 10:30. Like, you know, I've had streams where I'm like, geez, I am dead. I'm dead. Like I am. So I'm trying to get back to the schedule so I can actually do a stream from say 8 until 11:30 or midnight or whatever. But boy, it's been rough. So the question I have is, do we get back? Two points gives her 6.5 points. $10 puts her in the lead for gold. So she could literally take the lead. Like as soon as she drops this yokel off at a garrison, she takes the lead. So I am going to hide, extra move to ruins, search, search, search to find that secret path, pretty much. The knight, probably hide, search, 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 extra rest. The Witch King. He's going to melt. And then he's going to move and move. So first thing he's going to do is rest twice. Then melt. Then move back to the inn. And the wizard is going to go 1-2 to the hunt lodge. Oh no! Well, he could. He's going to go one move to the woods, and he's going to search and use Lucky Day probably. So this is day 12. So we're almost actually through the second week. It's actually been pretty quick, week-wise here. 1. So we're back to dragons, and there are no dragons on the board. Except for this guy. So the wizard goes 1, and he's going to do a quick search, and he gets a 3-2-1. He's picked the herbs. No, he hasn't picked the herbs. There's no herbs. Or herbs, as they say. She goes here, hiding, of course. And she isn't hidden. That sucks. She's going to search. She needs a 3-2 or a 1. She doesn't get it. She gets one more search here. She doesn't get it. The dragon appears. Poof. And is blocked. Done. The white knight is going to hide. And he does. And he's going to search. He needs a 4 or a 1. Nope, that's 1. And he gets it. So the white knight is going to get on his second search, he finds the hoard and the pool. And his third search of the day is going to be a loot of the pool. Or not, the loot of the hoard, I'm sorry. And he gets the 4th card. And he gets the Sacred Grail. Ooh. Ooh. That's a great treasure for our guy. Like that's a nice treasure because it means we can cast miracles sort of when we want to. It also is a great treasure. Now, what it means is we have 3 characters with great treasures. So the scores are going to look like that. I mean, yeah, sure. So that's his loot. And nothing appears because everything is dead. So there you go. His extra rest, he will drag this back. And fatigue that. And at the end of the day, he casts Miracle. Done. Because he can. It's right there, and he has the chit, and he is done. She needs to run, unfortunately, because she can't fight this dragon, so she's going to play a move M3 and run out of dodge. And wait a minute, we might not be there yet. My fault. We aren't there yet. So give me a second. We skipped the Witch King. The Witch King is going to melt into mist. So he rests twice to bring these 2 chits back. He is then going to melt into mist. And then he's going to, with all of his goods, move to the end. And then she has to run, just like I said. And there is no other combat. The Witch King does have to roll against the rogues. And they are looking to cause trouble. They are looking to cause trouble, the rogues. So they're unfriendly now. And she gets a 5 challenge. So they are going to, so either he can block battle them, which I don't think he's going to. He will take the -5. So that puts him down to 25. So that's actually sort of shitty because now that puts him 15 points ahead of the White Knight, 15 points ahead of the Witch King. So what are we looking at here? What day is it? It's going to be day 13. So the Amazon has to move out. So she's going to move to the woods. So that's going to be 1. Move to the woods. Extra move. Woods, right? She's going to hide. She's going to move back to the dragon. So that's free move. Hide is 1. 2 to here. 3, 4, 5. Well, 2 to here. 3, 4. I don't love that either. I mean, it's worth 6 prowess. Does that get her any closer? If she kills them this week and next week, she gets 12. That would put her in 10 away from the Witch King. But chasing those two, the White Knight and the Witch King, is not a great move for the Wizard and the Amazon. They're just not quite fighty enough, I think, to chase the Witch King. The Witch King could literally now nuke the rogues and probably survive. And probably kill all of them. Or almost all of them. Because they pissed him off. So he is insulted by the rogues. He actually has the ability to attack them now. So I think she moves, she hides, she moves to the dragon. So that's 2 phases. Then she goes 3, and then she goes 4 to the Evil Valley. Sure. Done. The White Knight. Still going to hide, and we're still going to search 3 times, and we're still going to extra rest. Done. So, our guy here is going to trade, probably with the company, frankly. So he will do 2 trade phases. Oh, wait, and is there... Okay, hold the hell on. Yes, absolutely. Because he has a treasure that we're going to get. So he's going to sell this thing to the Warlock. I don't think the Warlock cares about the Blasted Jewels specifically, but we're going to get 2 times face value, which is huge. Let me look up real quick. The Warlock cares about the Book of Lore, the Scroll of Alchemy, done, and the Enchanter's Skull. That's fine, but we can still sell it because of Ancient Scroll. So if we do a trade phase with the Warlock, that's going to get us Ancient Scroll. And that's going to give us $60 because that thing is worth 30. That's a big deal, actually. We can trade again and sell the 17 glowing gem. That's fine. We're keeping the magic wand. We also start with 10 gold. That itself will put us to 60. So he will be in the bonus for gold just by ending the day today. But with a trade. So at the end of day 13, the Witch King is going to have 3 more points. And he'll have scored 10 points in the first 2 weeks, which is pretty freaking incredible, actually. Which is pretty good. That's pretty good. So he'll sell the scroll. So he'll sell the Blasted Jewel. He will sell the glowing gem. He will trade with the company, of course. And then, I mean... he will extra spell X, of course, and spell to get some black magic back is what he will need. And finally a rest. So he'll rest. So that'll be his 4 phases on day 13. Do we have a 2? Yep. And then the Wizard. All right, so the Wizard's going to search for his herbs and then move to the Lodge. So it's day 13. We get spiders and imps. Witch King is first. Oh, Witch King. Witch King is going to trade with the crone and sell her the blasted jewel, or not the crone, the warlock. Sell him the blasted jewel for 60 and score ancient scroll. So that is literally the first thing he does. Second trade phase with the company. Might as well see what they got. Phantom Glass. If we're in purple, we're sort of in trouble, but we could energize that, I believe. We'll roll on the Phantom Glass. Or not the Phantom Glass, the Dragon Fang necklace. So we'll roll on it. We get price times 2. We could buy it for 16 bucks. But having said that, we've killed all the dragons, so we're not going to buy it. So we're good. We're done. Oh, we should sell our shit, actually. Yeah, we should not have checked, strangely enough. So that's fine. We'll get that done tomorrow. We're going to rest this. We're going to spell X and we're going to spell. So we have 1 drain life going. And we are done. I don't think anyone appears at our place. We don't. And we are done with the day. I think the knight here is going to hide once. He doesn't, so he is unhidden. He searches 3 times, which is going to be loots of the horde, pretty much. So we're going to grab the 6th treasure out of the horde. That's 1. 2, still 6th card. This is the 3rd and final draw. He gets the 6th card again. So he's getting all the shit off the bottom. So there you go. And none of that's super valuable, but it's fine. Gripping Dust could actually be a big deal, strangely enough. So he is done there. Does anything appear on a 5? Patter 2 does draw a spider. Done. The Wizard. The Wizard is going to search for his herbs. He needs a 1, 2, or a 3. He fails once. He's got this, though. He's got this. Fails twice. Fails 3 times. Moves to the Hunt Lodge. He's done. She goes here. She's going to hide. It's an important hide, and she does. And then she goes, what? Here and here. The ghosts move to her. Do the rogues attack our guy? No, they do not. She is going to slow play this fight. She will, on round 2, she will play a fatiguing chit there. Does she care to do that? I mean, yeah, I mean, she should fight them because she can fight them, right? So she's going to play on, at this point, it doesn't matter what round. It could play round 1, actually. So round 1, she's going to play this. She's hidden, of course. He moves to here and does not flip. So she undercuts and medium damage and kills him. And she has fatigue a fight, which she will. This guy comes onto her sheet. She's going to play that chit, and she's going to play an M4 like that. He does not line up, but does he flip? And he does flip. So he does light damage, which doesn't do anything. And she has to fatigue a fight again. And so she'll do this and trade up. And she'll just play like this now. So this is the first possible stalemate round. This thing will line up, flip. We are the same speed, but longer, and it dies. So she kills 2 ghosts. For 6. So she gets 6 prowess out of it. It's not great. It's 9. She's stuck at 9 at the moment, but that's fine. She's killed the ghost for now, and we'll go from there. Is there any other fight? I don't think there is. I think it's quiet. Yeah, so okay. On day 14, there's purple magic, so he is melted into mist. Today. So keep that in mind. He's melted into mist. It's a good question. Does he need to get anywhere? And does he need to turn in any of his stuff? So he got Ancient Scrolls is done. What? Oh yeah, we get a new one of these. Let's see what that is. Navigator, find 3. Well, end of the day, he turns that in because he gets that before the end of the day. Quiet Night. He will keep Quiet Night. It's good to rest all that crap. So I did get. Oh, let me update the scores because he totally. So his score is totally different. So he gets 4 points here. His gold is 2, but he's actually in the bonus, so he gets 3. So that gives him 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Does he have 11 points? And then the wizard is 4. So he is the Witch King is blowing it away. Like he is just killing it. Absolutely killing it. So that's the score right now. He is winning by 6 points. Just eating their lunch. He is punching them, taking their lunch money, going to the lunch lady, getting lunch, eating it in front of them as they tend to their bloody nose. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. Not good. Not good. We need some folks to stop him somehow. So, okay, day 14, we're going to have purple magic. I think he is going to go to the house. So she is going to move. She's going to hide, of course. I think that's prudent. Then probably rest 2 times. And she's going to turn in her missing person. That's going to be her day 14. Did we actually heal this? I think he's done. So what are we doing on this day 14? Like he's in great shape at the moment. I don't love any of our cards, by the way. Like I love Survivor the most, and that's even sort of a dangerous card to hold for him. And there's still 5 cards in the horde. So I do think so. We're already winning prowess. Having said that, if we sold the Grail, that would give us a bonus point. Now we would lose, unfortunately, the total end result would be a loss of points. So what I want to do, I think I want to do this. I want to hide this time. Search. Done. The Witch King. I mean, we're missed, right? Do we have anywhere we want to get to? I think is largely the question. We do get to put a visitor at a dwelling, though. We do get to do that. We're going to put the crone here. When we get Giant Slayer, we didn't think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just going to move up to move, and then move to the mountain. Done. And then finally, the wizard. I mean, he still needs to search for herbalists, so we're going to search, and we will hide just in case. So we'll hide, search. Done. And we'll use Lucky Day if we need to. So remember, there's purple magic in every clearing. Remember, we roll 2 dice. Everything that we roll comes back, and it's only ogres, wolves, goblins, and octopi. So nothing's returning to the board. Done. So the Amazon goes hide, move, rest. So she pops it, she hides, moves to here. She does hide, so she is hidden. She moves here. The patrol shows up. Oop. She likes the patrol, strangely enough. And she is going to, at the end of day, turn in, return to the garrison, score 2 VP. So she actually gets 2 VP. She gets 10 gold. And everyone that's there, so soldiers go up and patrol goes up. So the patrol are her allies now. And this has been scored. And then she what? She rests twice, so she rests twice. So that was before, yeah. So done. So she gets 5 points. So she has 25 gold. She has 5 card points. She is in second place in gold. So she steals a point off the wizard. Gives her 6 and puts the wizard down to 3. We can figure out what card she wants to turn in. I think she wants to turn in, hell, all of them at this point, at the end of the day. Oh, and by the way, the ghosts reappear on day 7, so she gets Ghost Hunter, Snake Charmer, That's end of day, by the way, but yeah. So those are the quests she'll have. So she does pretty well that day, but she is done today. Next is the knight. And the knight is hiding twice just to be safe today. And he does. Then he searches 2 times, which are going to be elutes, probably of the horde. He gets the 5th card. Power boots. Oh, great for the knight. Oh, great for him. And he gets the 3rd card, which is nice. And he finds the enchanted meadow. So the knight finds the meadow. What's in the meadow? The True Steel Sword doesn't suck, but his fight chits are slow. So it's not actually that great for him, really, because it's actually a slower weapon than the Morning Star, 9 times out of 10. Having said that, those power boots are great because now he doesn't have to spend any asterisks, and he's almost at peak fighting. His peak fighting. Having said that, this guy's going to show up, so we do get the octopus at the pool. We're hidden. That's good. The wizard hides once, searches 3 times. Is he hidden? No, not hidden. Doesn't matter, actually, but we will search 3 times. We're looking for a 1, 2, or 3. Nope. That's once. That is twice. 3 times a searching. Nope, doesn't find it. He is done. And the Witch King. Witch King moves to the mountain. But nothing appears at the mountain. He was looking for giants. Done. Missing person has been scored, so we can toss it. Just the Rift and Dead Adventure still exist. Wow. That's the score at the end of 2 weeks. The Witch King is he's killing it. He has weirdly blown this open. Now some of this is the bonus point, but that's a single point. He is 2nd place in prowess. He has great treasure. He has gold. He has spells won. Like, he is sweeping categories across the board and still has 4 cards. 1, 2, 3. What's his 4th card? Why does he have 4? Oh, locate the lair. Yeah. Couldn't see it because it was sort of like hidden. Now, if he spends any gold, that point goes away. If someone can eat, if someone contends him for prowess, that goes away. As soon as anyone gets another great treasure, that those points go away, of course. Same thing with spells. So I mean, there's a lot that can go wrong with his score because his score is based on competitive categories. But having said that, that's a pretty big score for the first week. That's pretty good points. So very nice. It's not super late, but we are going to stop here. My throat is getting a little raw, of course, as we go, because we're still not 100%. Not a bad game. No one's done poorly. Everyone's done okay. The Wizard has probably been the most sluggish, but the Wizard's going to score Herbalist. He's going to score Dead Adventure here in a moment. So, I mean, he'll get 2 points real quick. What we do need to do for the Wizard is find him somewhere to get, like, a spell, right? That would be good. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to call it here. We are going to come back sometime next week. We'll probably post videos, or maybe we'll do one more stream and do the last 2 weeks of this thing and see just how many points we can score here for our heroes. So that is it, Michael, the only one to visit, and you are dead man walking tonight. So I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Anybody else who popped in, thank you very much. We're going to call it for the night, and we will see you tomorrow, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, have a good weekend. Let's save this game, by the way. That would be probably a good thing to do. Yeah, everybody have a good weekend. Good night, and bye-bye.